All right, nothing happened. We're back with the magic of editing. So, like you were saying, Jason, about everyone getting paid. You were saying not everyone got paid the same thing after Tough.
Yeah, man. We got a group chat going on with a bunch of the guys that were in the house, and not everybody got that bonus. I think it was just me and Kurt got the fight of the season bonus. My boy Rico DeShulo, he got the knockout bonus for when he knocked out my boy Hunter.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if anybody else got a bonus or not, but I know us three got that 25,000.
Shit, hey, I'm glad you got it at least, Jason.
That's it.
What did you feel like being on Team Chandler, man? How was that?
Man, that was sweet. Michael Chandler is one of the coolest, most down to earth dudes you'll ever meet.
That's
You
good,
could
dude.
tell that he was there, not just he wasn't there doing a job. He was there, fucking trying to pour his heart into us, and trying to be a team player the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that he fucking really cared.
Yeah, it seemed like it too, especially like when you cut your eye in practice. It seemed like he really cared about you there. It seemed like he cared about Austin Hubbard. It seemed like he cared about Roosevelt. Like it really seemed like he genuinely was like going for you guys.
Yeah, man. We were a fucking family, bro. That's what made the fight with Kurt so weird, man. Is like,
Yeah.
I'm saying I was fighting my boy. This dude, like I said, he slept on top of me every night. The night before we fought, we're downstairs playing spades with each other like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking chatting it up. And we already knew what we was gonna do. We knew that we were going out there trying to knock each other out and see who's the better man at the end of the day, and wasn't gonna be no hard feelings either way. So it was a weird situation.
Did y'all get to see each other right afterwards? Because y'all were damn near like in the house, because y'all were damn near like almost the last fight of the season.
Yeah, man. We got to see each other. When I finally got back from the hospital, he was there chilling. Come up, gave me a big hug.
Yeah, that's
Fucking,
cool.
I had a big ass, fat ass eye, and I was like, "Man, why you do this to me? Why you hit me so hard?" He's like, "Man, you was hitting me hard too."
Hey, y'all were cracking in there, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing
We
too,
was
man. I was
good.
wondering what was Connor like, bro? Like behind the scenes, I saw like him and Roosevelt kind of got into it. I would see like y'all would like he would chirp at y'all a little bit. Like what was he like behind the cameras? Like because they didn't really show us a lot.
Man, whenever the cameras weren't on, Connor was actually pretty cool. Like whenever it wasn't a big show. But
Yeah.
anytime the cameras came rolling in, he fucking went to acting, I guess you'd say. But if something wasn't going his way, like especially whenever his guys kept losing and losing and losing, he was fucking just a little bitch each time, bro.
I saw him and Ro got into it in that one. I don't know whose fight it was and against where him and Roosevelt got into it pretty heated. But
Yeah, it was after Rico knocked out Hunter. Uh, you know, Little Cody had been talking shit the whole time, talking about fuel up the jet, y'all finna get out of here, fuel up the jet, all this
yeah.
bullshit. And then as soon as Hunter got knocked out, Connor runs out of the cage. He runs around there and he slapped the fuck out of Cody and
Oh,
kept running.
really?
Yeah, just kept on skipping. They didn't show all that shit on camera, but
What
that's
the
that's what
fuck?
that's what had Rose so fired up. He was ready to fight over it.
He slapped so he ran by and slapped him and then just kept going?
Yeah, Cody Gibson, he run by like we were on a little stage or whatever.
Yeah.
He just comes skipping by and he slapped the fuck out of Cody and kept on skipping like it wasn't shit.
Dude, no fucking way. Dude, they didn't show us none of that shit. They show us, I thought like he ran around. They show us that, but I thought he ran around like talking shit. Like he's just running around
Nah,
like, saying some shit. He slapped Cody. That's crazy.
yeah, man, they didn't show a lot of shit, bro.
That's fucking wild, bro. Another thing I want to talk to you about too, bro, on there. What's up with these boots, dog? I like the lucky boots, Jason.
Yeah, man, I still got them boots in the closet right now. They don't come out unless it's go time.
What's the story behind them, bro?
Man, I bought them fucking, whenever around the time my two youngest kids were born, I bought those boots. And, I've always walked out. Anytime that, they're not making me wear some other kind of shoes, I'm wearing my boots and my fight shorts. And before the Ultimate Fighter, I was like 7 or 8-0 in them boots. And then fucking Kurt beat me, while I was wearing my boots. And then after that, I lost the next fucking fight wearing the boots. I hadn't lost them forever in them boots, and now the juju done got rubbed off on them.
The next fight was Randy after that.
Yeah, Randy Costa, that little bastard kicked me in the head.
Well, how did you get in touch with that, by the way? Because like, how long after the Ultimate Fighter did they contact you?
Oh man, Dean Toole, I know Dean Toole real good, man. He hit me up not long after I got back, and I just told him like, man, I can't do anything until they're done airing the show. And once they get done airing the show, if they don't give me a call to go to the UFC, you'll be the first person I get in touch with. And then wasn't long after the show got done airing, he hit me up. It's like, hey, when are you gonna, you ready to fight? We got a card coming up on November the 10th or whatever. And I messaged my manager. I was like, hey, am I good to fight? Or, is the UFC finna call or what? And it was like, man, they say that you're on the list, but there's no telling when it'll come. I was like, all right, cool. I'm taking this fight.
So how long from the Ultimate Fighter until that fight happened? Because I was waiting for you to fight for a minute, bro. And then I remember when they announced that, like the card, and you were on there, I was like, holy shit, Jason's on this?
That was right at 7 months. Damn. Yeah, because I left the Ultimate Fighter in March, and I didn't fight until November.
Did they pay you pretty good at Game Bread? Was it a good little check they gave you?
Yeah, man, I got 20 grand to walk in the cage, and if I would have won, I'd have got another 20. And then I got a $5,000 fight of the night bonus. I really didn't feel like I deserved no fight of the night, but then you go back and you watch the rest of the card, and nobody really showed any heart, so fucking it was either quick, easy knockouts or fucking a boring ass fight. And at least I did fucking go out on my shield,
Bro, that fight was fucking insane. How insane was it too, being on the same card as Alan Belcher? Like, he was the main event versus Big Roy. That
was a trip for sure. It was the first time that me and him's ever been on a card together. I remember when I was like 16, just joking around saying, I'm gonna get on a UFC card with you one day and shit. And I was like, I don't know, man, because back then he was my coach, he was my mentor.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really thought of it back then. I'm on the same card as this guy, so it adds pressure to him.
Yeah.
And whenever I went out there that night, my head coach, Mike Sanford, he was the very first fight of the night. And that was such pressure, bro. Like, I was nervous as a motherfucker, just knowing that my coach is finna go out here and fight. And I was in his corner. And once he got his hand raised, we were all good. And fucking what's crazy, man, is everybody on the card that night that I had Mike Sanford, I had Tyler Hill, I had Brandon Davis, and then Alan Belcher, and then also myself. So that's five different guys fighting. Everybody won except for me. And the only person who came after me was Alan Belcher. So we already had 3 wins. Oh, I'm sorry, and Chase Sherman. So that's 6.
Oh, damn.
We had 4 wins before I fought. And after I watched Chase Sherman knock old boy out with the elbow, I was amped up. I thought there's no fucking way this dude's finna beat me.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, that fucking head kick changed things real quick.
Yeah. Hey, does for a lot of people too, though. Does for a lot of fucking people. But after that, Jason, I mean, it's been a good little minute since that fight's happened. Not too long. How long ago was that fight? Less than 6 months, huh?
Yeah, November the 10th. So what, 3 months ago, something like that.
So do you have anything coming up right now? Or is there any ideas? You kind of seeing what's gonna happen?
Possibly gonna fight for Game Bread, the bare knuckle again, April the 20th. I'm waiting.
Oh damn, you're gonna do it again?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from the matchmaker. It's not a for sure thing yet, but if we can agree on numbers and shit, then fucking that's probably what I'll do because it's like this. Either the UFC calls me and wants me to go fight for them and I'll make good money.
Let's go, Dana.
Yeah, game bread, they're paying good money. Or I go fight on a local show and fucking make pennies on a dollar fighting, some no-name bums that fucking got 30 fights. And what I'm saying? These guys that I'm having to fight on a local show, in order to fight me, they gotta have fucking 50 fights. They might have a losing record, but they have 50 fights. So therefore, those guys are still just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than a real name. Because what I'm saying, you lose to a real name, a good opponent, it's not that big a deal. The guy was he was tough. He was your equivalent. But you go out here, you fight on this local show, you might get fucking 6-7 grand, maybe 10 grand if you're lucky, and you're fighting a no name. If you lose to this guy, you might as well quit fighting because you're not supposed to lose to that guy.
And it's just a lot of pressure, a lot of extra shit on you that you don't even need anyways.
Yeah, for sure. You're stressed out, wondering, what happens if I lose? What if I lose? And then on top of that, you're in front of your home crowd.
Yeah.
And everybody's expecting you to win already. And then you're fighting this fucking guy you're not supposed to lose to. And luckily on these local shows I haven't lost.
Nice.
I've got lucky enough, except for on Game Bread. That's a bigger caliber. And then of course the BKFC. Both of those fights I fought local and lost or whatever, but that's a different caliber of opponent.
What about PFL, Jason? I know you fought there before, but what about PFL, dude? You could run PFL, Jason.
Man, I fought fucking Bobby Moffitt for PFL, and the dude just laid and prayed the whole fight. He took me down and throwing these little rabbit punches, and he was just stronger than I was. He did like just kind of like what do you call it? He just tied my hip up so I couldn't get free.
Yeah.
And he wound up winning the fight. And after that, they decided they didn't want to sign me for a contract. Haven't heard anything else. And the way I've always been, I'm not gonna reach out and beg for a fight. If you want to give me a fight, cool, but I'm not gonna beg you for one. But I feel like if they did call, I would definitely jump on it.
Jason, everybody would love to see that shit too, bro. No matter where you fight, bro, everybody's tuning in. I'm in that bitch. But you're a big name, baby. Jason the Kid Knight. Who would want to fight you,
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, man, I'm hoping the Game Bread thing will shake out. I'll fight for them April the 20th because
Nice.
I got bills steadily rolling in. I got to work every day. That's the biggest thing is all these guys that's in the UFC and all this shit on the top level, they're able to train every day without having to work. And in order for me to get back to that level, I gotta win. Win after working all day. I work all day, go to the gym, and then do that all over for the whole training camp. I got to get that win and then get that little extra money in the bank to be able to take off work and train full time. And that's just hard to come by these days.
Hard as fuck, dude. I'm trying it right now as an amateur. It is fucking rough, man. I did not expect it to be this fucking rough, but fuck. I know.
Yeah,
I kind
bro.
of know what you're talking about.
I forgot what the grind was like, man, because I used to work at the shipyard. Whenever I made it to the UFC, I was 23 years old. I was working at the shipyard.
Oh, damn.
And I would go to the shipyard. I'd work till like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I would leave work still covered in metal and dirt and fucking dust and everything. And I would leave, go straight to the gym. I would change my clothes. I'd be on the mat stinking like fuck. And train my ass off, leave the gym 8:30, 9 o'clock, get home fucking 10 o'clock, get something to eat, get a shower. I'm in bed by like 11 and I got to get up at 4:30 again the next morning to be at work at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that was when I was hungry, you know what I'm saying? That's whenever fucking nothing else is gonna happen in the world except for UFC. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop grinding until I get there. And I made it. And then you know, what's crazy is once you make it, you feel like it's never going away.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I trained hard, but I didn't train as hard as I could have. You know, I busted my ass, but I didn't bust my ass as much as I could have. And then, you know, I partied like a motherfucker. You know, I went from, you know, making 25 grand a year to 80 and 100 and 120, shit like that. And fucking, I was balling out having fun.
Yeah. Nah, dude, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Jason. If someone gave me 20K right now, uh motherfuckers might not see me again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fucking blame you, bro. I do not fucking blame you, bro. Especially the what you're doing too, man. You gotta enjoy yourself, Jason. You gotta fucking kick back, relax. You're a fucking going to war 3, 4 times a year, man. You gotta, enjoy yourself, Jason.
That's it.
But Jason, I appreciate the fuck out of your time today, dude. I don't want to keep taking up too much of it anymore than I already have. Uh, you're a real fucking legend for real, bro. You're an old fucking G in the game. I'll stop sucking your dick here in a minute. You're the fucking man for real, bro. Like I'll always watch you fight. Everybody tune in to Jason fucking the Kid Night, baby. If there's anything you want to say, Jason, before I let you go, let it out, my man.
All right, my boy. I appreciate you. Everybody out there who's watching this. I ain't got a whole lot of gas left in the tank, but I ain't fucking done yet. So keep your eyes peeled. As soon as I know something, I'll let y'all know. And you know, like I said, I ain't done yet. So
Jason the
appreciate
Kid
it, bro.
Night, 2024, baby.
Peace. I
Peace.
appreciate it, bro.